everyone. Good morning children. Today we are going to learn about lesson number 11, that is the statements concept. In Q basic we know how to write a variable, constant and data type. In Q basic we know how to do the operators, that is the operations also we can do. Now we are going to learn about a statements concept in this chapter. What is a statements? So before moving to this chapter, we are going to see what are the concept we are going to see. First we are going to learn about what is a statement, what is an input statement, what is a read data statement, what is a print statement, REM statement, CLS, end statement and control statement. Under control statement we have both conditional and unconditional statement. First, what is a statement? So usually if anyone is asking a question or something, you frame your own statement or a frame sentence, right? Okay. Statement is instruction to carry out some action within a program in a single step. Okay. So I'm repeating. In a program, we are going to perform a certain actions. That is, for example, if you are doing an addition operation, you will write C equal to A plus B. So you are going to write only in a one step, right, in a single step. So that is an instruction that is giving in a program in a single step. Instruction to carry out some action within a program in a single step is called as a statement. Under statement, we have an input statement. It allows a user to communicate directly with the computer. So you want to give input to the computer, right? So you finished doing your program, but you want to give input to perform certain operations or actions, right? So for that time, we'll use an input statement. The syntax is line number input variable. So if we have one or more variables, we need to separate those variables by commas. And here line number is optional. If you want, you can mention a line number, or else you don't want to mention a line numbers here. Line number input variables. Next, see here children, this is a sample statement. Input, enter your roll number, colon and roll number, that is a variable. See, the output will be enter your roll number and you are going to enter the value. The user wants to enter the value. Whenever computer reads an input, it displays a question mark sign because the user wants to type a data. This is a sample example for the input statement. Next, read data statement. We know how to give an input. We need to read the data, right? Yes. Read statement is useful when there is a large amount of data to be processed. It's mainly useful when we have an n number of data to be processed. It will always have a data statement along with it. Whenever we have a read statement, along with the read statement, we have a data statement. The syntax is line number read variable, line number data constant. Read will be in the form of variable and data you can type a constant value. Each variable and constant will be separated by comma if we have one or more variable and constant. Here also line number is optional. Okay, if you want you can give, or else no need. And next we are going to learn about a print statement. It is used to output to the monitor. It is used to send the output to the monitor. We gave input, we read the data also. We need to see the values, right? That is the output. So using print statement only, we'll get the output. Syntax is line number, print variable, separator or item. See here, the separation may be comma or a semicolon. See here children, this is our sample coding for print statement. Let number equal to 5, let mark equal to 89, print roll number, the num. So what is the value of num here? 5. 5 will display in the roll number and marks, print mark means the value that stored in a marks is 89. So it will print a 89 marks. Okay. This is a sample program. Let num equal to 5. Let mark equal to 89. Print roll number equal to num. Print mark is marks. Okay. So, here the separation may be either a comma or a semicolon. Okay. Next we are going to the REM statement, that is a remarks, where you can insert a comments. Okay. It stands for remarks, which is a comment statement. See here children, here we know let num equal to 5. So one who doesn't know the QBasic program, you can make them understand by you giving a command. So in let num equal to 5, in that particular statement, in this statement you can type a command that it's stating that the value 5 will be stored in a variable num. Okay, so it helps us the who doesn't know the QBasic program, it makes them to understand easier. Syntax is line number, REM commands. You can give a command. CLS. It stands for clear screen, which erases the screen before it is executed. See here, when I am allowing you to do program in QBasic, if you know more than 4 to 5 program, what you will do? You will be keep on doing the program and you will be seeing the output, right? So you finished doing your first program and you got output also. Yeah, when you start doing a second program, if you feel you no need the previous program's output, so that time you can use a clear screen. If you use a CLS statement, the previous output will be erased, or else if you are not using CLS, the previous output also will be available in our output screen. Okay. CLS stands for clear screen, which erases the screen before it is executed. Okay. Here syntax is line number CLS. Okay. Here line number is optional. If you want, you can add a line number. Next, end statement. It denotes the end of the program, and you can mention line number end. So it will end your QBasic program. Next, I told that there are two types of control statement, right? What is a control statement? It branches the execution from one statement to another statement. Okay, so it branches the execution from one statement to another statement is called as a control statement. The two types of control statements are conditional control statement and unconditional control statement. Okay. First, we are going to learn about a conditional control statement. It branches the execution from one statement to another based on the certain condition. So, it will jump from one statement to another during the execution based on the certain conditions. Okay. Under conditional control statement, we have a two type: if then else statement and select case statement. Okay. If then else statement or select case. Okay. Under if then else statement, we have a three type: if then else, that is if then and if. Either the statement will be true or false. If then else and if statement. What means? If it is either it will be a true or a false. Okay. In end statement, we have a three conditions: if else, and if statement. Okay. Sure, see here children, if then and if statement. It is a single line if statement used for performing a simple test. Okay. See here, this is a sample program CLS. Here CLS is a clear screen. Here print, enter your mark. Input is mark. If mark is greater than or equal to 5, then we need to print you have passed the test. Only one conditions we have, only single line condition we have. Okay, that is a if then and if statement. Okay. Next, if then else and if statement. So we want to print true part if the true part executed. If you want to if else part is executed, we want to print that else part. Okay. It conditionally execute a group of statement depending on the value of expression. Depending on the value of expression, it will execute the group of statement. Here, Same procedure, but in else part also we are giving one print command. If the condition fails, it will print you have failed the test. Okay. Here the syntax is if condition, then list of statement, else list of statement, and if. Okay. Just only one more statement you are adding in a if, then else, and if statement. Okay. Next is a if, else, and if statement. So it is mainly used to check out multiple conditions. Okay. If condition 1, then if condition 1 is satisfied, the list of statement will execute. If condition 2 satisfied, that list of statement will execute. If condition else condition satisfied, that particular content will execute. Okay. Next, we are going to learn about Learn about a select case statement. It allows an action to be selected from a list of cases. Here, the syntax is select case, text expression, and we have three cases: case expression list 1, case expression list 2, case else. Okay. So in that, what will happen, children? So when I'm entering the case 1, case 2, or case else, so based upon our input value, it will display our output. Sure, this is our sample coding. You just look at here. CLS input. Enter any alphabet alpha. Select case alpha. If we type case A, print A is a vowel letter, E is a vowel letter, I is a vowel letter, O is a vowel letter, U is a vowel letter. Case else, print this is not a vowel letter. So if we print A, I, A, E, I, O, U, then we'll get an output like I is a vowel letter. In case if we type any other alphabet like B, C, D, F, G, it will display the content like this. Enter any alphabet. If you enter any alphabet like S or B, C, D, F, it will show alert like this is not a vowel letter. Okay. So this is a sample coding for a select case statement, children. Okay. You can go through once this program. Okay. Next, we are going to learn about an unconditional statement. So far, we learned about conditional statement, right? Now, we are going to learn about an unconditional statement. It transfers control to another point in a program without testing any condition. It won't check any condition. It will directly transfer the control from one point to another in a program. Go-to statement is an unconditional control statement. Here, go-to is an unconditional control statement. Syntax is go-to label. Okay. And here, this is a sample output of this particular unconditional statement concept. You can go through your textbook for unconditional statement program. Okay. So, that's all about this chapter's, children. We have conditional and unconditional. Under conditional, we have if else and select case statement. Under unconditional, we have a go-to statement. Now we are moving to our textbook part. I request everyone to take your textbook. I told you to open a textbook, right? Open a page number 88 in your textbook, children. We are going to write a lesson number 11 TB exercise. The first main is a fill in the blanks. Use a pencil to write the answers. Fill in the blanks. Okay. First question is the statement used for program input is dash. That is the input. Okay. Write in the block letters only. The answer is the input. In the format only you need to write. Second, dash statement is used for printing. We use a print statement for printing of a command. So this is the answer. Second, dash is a comment statement. I told remark statement is used for giving a comments, right? So third one is REM. Okay. There can be only one dash statement in a if block. There will be only one else statement in a if block. Okay. Go to statement is a dash control statement. Under conditional statement we have two types. One is a if else and a select case statement. But go to statement will comes under the unconditional statement. So you write unconditional. Okay. Sixth one, the dash and dash are conditional control statement. Answer is if, then, else and select case. Okay. You write first answer in a first dash, second in a second dash. Seventh one, dash is the simplest control transfer statement. So, if we are transferring a condition from one statement to another, that statement is called as a go-to. That statement is called as a go-to statement. I request everyone to write in this format only. Write everything in a block letter because the statement thing will be in this format only. Okay. Next, we are moving to the second main, that is choose the correct answer. I write choose it here. Okay. First one, that can be any number of dash and dash statement. Read and input, read and data, read and end. We need a read and output. Sorry, input. Read and input. So we can have an n number of values for reading and we can have an n number of values for giving the input. Next, second one, dash statement denotes the end of the program. End statement, END, it denotes the end of the program. If then and if statement is used for performing a dash, simple test. Because it is a single line statement, it is used for checking a simple conditions. Fourth, statement transfer control without testing any condition is a go-to statement. It will come under the unconditional statement. Explanation of CLS is a clear screen. So, clear screen. Okay. Now, you are going to write a third one, that is answering. Identify the correct statement from the following. The first one is data is provided at the execution time. If you are providing any data at the execution time, it is an input. First answer is input. To understand the purpose of the program. So if I don't know the QBasic program, if I am watching the program, I need to understand, right? We want to give a command, right? So that can be done by using a REM statement. Okay. Keyword to check the range of value in the select cases, we need to give 2. Okay. Statement comes along with the read statement as data. Always read statement will come with the data. Okay. First is input, second REM, third is 2, fourth is data. Now we are moving to the fourth main. Okay, that is answering one time. First question. When will the QBasic bypass its statement and goes to next if the argument is not true? Okay, if the condition is fake, then only our condition will shift from one place to another. So we need to write if the condition is not Okay. Next, in Q Basic, can you write this program in a single line? If so, write. Yes, we can write. How much? If A greater than 5, then A equal to A asterisk 2 colon B equal to B plus A and colon C equal to C plus B. So in this format only we can write if A is greater than 5, then A equal to A into 2, B equal to B plus A, you need to mention a colon, and again colon C equal to C plus B. And next we are moving to the third question. Which control statement allows an action to be selected from a list of cases by using a select case? By using a select case. Okay. Fourth one, write the general form of unconditional control statement. That is go to. Unconditional means go to, and here we can write a line number. Okay. Fifth one, define input statement. For that, you can write, refer the answer, page number. You can refer a page number 87. That is, a statement used for program input is an input statement. In highlight, second point. Okay. Next, sixth one. What is a print statement? For print statement, you can refer page number 87. That is a second highlight. Print statement of QBasic provides a limited method of controlling the alignment and spacing of printout in a terminals. Usually, the print statement is a separation, maybe comma or a semicolon. For these two questions, we can refer in a highlights. Even when I am sending the classwork part, I will send these two questions also. Okay. Now, we are moving to the seventh question. Name the separator that are used in the printer. One is comma, that is comma or semicolon. Okay. I am repeating fifth and sixth question. When I am sending the classwork part, I will send these two questions also. But this remaining 5 questions you need to write it in a textbook only. Okay. Now I am moving to the fifth main. So we are going to complete this program. So there are missing program. We need to complete that particular program. Following program. Okay. First one, 10. That is a line number 10 dash demo program. Demo program means it is a command, right? So you need to write REM. Second, 20, print end statement ends the program. So what is the 30th line? It will be an end because it is ending the program. Okay. Second program, it is a multiplication program. Let A equal to 4. Let B equal to 3. C equal to A asterisk B, that is A into B. And print C. Okay. You need to write B equal to 3, A into B and print. Next, the third one, you need to write, first is a print. Second is the input. Third line you need to write then. Fourth line you need to write else. Fifth line you need to write and if. Okay. First one REM, that is the remarks. E and D and end. Second question B equal to 3, A into B and print. For third question, first is a print, second is an input, third is a then, fourth is a else, fifth is a and if. I request everyone to copy the same thing in your textbook. Fifth and sixth question I will send you in the classwork part. Okay. In case any doubt, you can ask me in the interactive session, children. Now I am going to end my session. Thank you. Bye.